Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another plastic show and tell mail call video here for August 2022. Yeah, that's correct, 2022. Okay, we got a whole bunch more stuff to show you as always. I've really enjoyed putting out these videos. Thank you to everyone who's helping to make them possible. We will give the appropriate shout outs as we go along. We have a number of different things. We have some stuff from Loft Disc, some stuff from DD, some stuff that I bought for myself, and also we have a Sky God. First time I am testing the Sky God here in the studio and on the channel. It is a beadless, stable to overstable throwing putter, and it is, of course, Simon Lizotte's signature disc, Simon Lizotte Signature Series C-Line P2. I've actually not even really tested the P2 itself over the years. It's always been a disc that was somewhat hard to find for a few years there, or several years. It was a tricky disc to find. And now that they have them in the new facility, I've just not gotten around to try any of the stock baseline ones. But we definitely are going to fully test this Sky God. I've had some opportunity to throw it already, and I really like it. It is quite stable, and it's a nice flyer. And I am happy to report that I'm once again working with the Disc Golf Depot. They are my local shop here in Portland, Oregon. I have shopped there for over a decade. And I'm happy to report that I went in there, got talking to Brody, who is now part owner of the shop, along with his sister. I believe her name is Valerie. I hope I'm getting all that correct. And they are happy to continue to work with the Disc Golf Nerd channel and hook us up with plastic. So we're kicking it off with this Sky God here. Let's take a look at the profile here. And yeah, if you're in the Portland area, definitely go check out the Depot. They were great sponsor for several years, working with Jerry and helping me check out a bunch of different plastic. And there's a look at the P2. This thing is quite stable. It's got a really nice, comfortable, rounded shape to it. And the plastic is very nice. It's this new C-Line blend out of the factory in Sweden. So, of course, I don't really have the ability to compare this to the older runs that were made by Innova. But these Swedish ones feel incredible. They fly great. Sky God. Very stable. We'll get a full review out on this thing eventually. But yeah, thank you once again to the Disc Golf Depot. Happy to work with them. If you're in the Portland area, for sure go check them out. And please tell them I sent you. Let them know you saw them on the channel. Okay, so next we have a package that I received from Denmark and our friends at Loft Discs. Check out the link in the description for everybody that I shout out in this video. But this one is the Silicon. And that stamp is a little tricky to see, so we'll maybe take a look at this one. 5, 4, 0, and 3. So this is a beadless, overstable mid-range. This one got a glue dye from me that I think came out pretty sweet. Some good textures and stuff going on in there. This plastic feels great, looks great, and it takes dye incredibly well, as you can see. This one is just a bright blue as it started off. We'll put that aside so you can take a look at the rim design of this thing, and it is very smooth, very rounded, quite flat, and the plastic feels quite a bit like a Star plastic or like a Latitude Gold line, and feels really nice. So I think that the thought process behind this disc, as Loft discs are very thoughtful, calculated individuals in the way they kind of enter the market and the way they try to bring discs to the market. The thinking is that there's a ton of discs in this kind of stability range, and why not make one that has the classic flight characteristics of an overstable mid-range, a very dependable disc, and try to maximize the comfort of the disc by making it extremely rounded, extremely smooth, very soft edges, no flashing, nice flat top for your forehands. And yeah, so far seems like they nailed it. It's a really solid disc that I think fans of their plastic will definitely enjoy. I'm enjoying the one I've been testing so far. We'll get a full review out on this thing eventually. This is that really beautiful kind of metallic blue that I hope you guys can see. It's a really tricky color to take pictures of and stuff, but absolutely gorgeous in person. Thank you very much to Loft Discs for sending me these, and also for being quite patient, as I have not gotten the chance to finish testing the Boreum yet. I really want to make sure I have multiple throwers to test the Boreum with, and I just haven't quite gotten it together yet. Another thing I have not showed you guys yet on the Mailcall videos is my signature Disc Golf Nerd Defiant from NSH Custom Discs. This is my first ever signature disc. I've showed it in the bag. I did a review on it, but it is a new disc that's in my bag, and totally makes sense to show off here as well. And I've had these in inventory for a little bit. Super unique design, chunky rim, board flat top, a little bit of flexibility to it. They start out and they will ship in this black and white, so you can dye them any color you want. I dyed this one just a super bright neon yellow. You can see the white back, clear top. These are my first ever signature disc. You can find the link to order these in the description. They hyzer flip up really straight. They can hold a little soft hyzer if you kind of throw them nose up. They hold a hyzer nice as well for little chip hyzers or little kind of stand-ups that'll finish. Really great disc, and I'm having a lot of fun throwing. I don't want to go too far into it since I've already showed them in a couple of other recent videos, but wanted to let you guys know those are available. Check them out, and they are a new disc that I have not shown you yet in these videos. I like to keep you guys posted on the stuff that's coming into the inventory. That's the whole point here. Along those lines, when I popped into the Disc Golf Depot to talk to Brody and grab that Sky God, I also traded in some stuff I had laying around, and I grabbed myself a first-run Sockibomb Slammer. This is a great disc. I think this thing is going to be super popular. It is like a harp with a thumb track that is more beefy, gets down to the ground faster. Full review already on the channel, so you guys have probably already seen this if you're interested, but it is a new disc in the inventory once again that I wanted to show you. We also, I forgot to show you, we have the Hydrogen Mini from Loft Discs, and this thing glows like crazy. A little test of their glow plastic as well. Finally, we have another mail call from our friends at Dynamic Discs. Shout out to my man Anthony over there at Dynamic Discs, and he hooked it up. Not only the new Bear, VIP Ice Bear from Westside, but also some team stuff as well. So let's take a look at what we got. The Bear 8.6, negative 0.5, 2.5. I've not thrown this yet, but I'm definitely intrigued. It might be a nice complement to my Escapes, which I'm throwing a lot of late. Somewhat similar in terms of the shape. A little bit tricky to get it to focus there, but definitely gives me the kind of Escape vibes in the hand. This plastic is tremendous, this ice plastic. Like, you can hear how grippy this plastic is. It just locks in your hand so nice. Feels incredible, and I hear really good things about the Bear. I've not thrown these yet. I've tested all the other discs in this video a little bit, but I've not thrown any of this stuff from DD just yet. Next, we have the Rebecca Cox Glory, and this one is in the Grand Plastic. Also not super familiar with this disc. You know, I didn't really look into this one too much, so it'll be an interesting one to test. Glory, pretty swirly plastic. I really like this kind of blue kind of sunbeam kind of thing cutting through the disc. You can see it come through on the top side as well. Really good looking disc. I like this stamp artwork. Very cool. Also feels incredible. Great grip. Good feeling stuff that I'm excited to test. Next, we have the Gavin Rathbun. This is the Lucid X Felon, so it should be quite beefy. And this might get tested alongside my Orbit Felon that I've been bagging the last few rounds. Since I picked that up, I've been carrying it and using it quite effectively. I've been digging it a lot. So this might be a nice overstable complement to it. And if nothing else, probably keep it around in case I lose my Pioneer. This would be a great disc to cover that slot. And then last, but certainly not least, probably the one it's hard to say, probably the one I'm most interested to see how it flies, is the Matty O Tournament X Maiden. My buddy Dave already has one of these that he's throwing great lines with. Maiden's kind of a low-profile, beaded putter. Matty O digs it quite a bit as a thrower, so they have it in the Tournament X plastic, same as the Fusion X or Gold X plastic that I like a lot. Really, really nice. Again, you can hear how grippy this plastic is and how nice it kind of really grabs into your grip. Good feeling disc. Excited to throw it for sure. It's got like a little slight dome on there, and definitely should be an interesting one to test. So, keeping it a little bit shorter today. We have plenty of stuff to show you, but I'm trying to move through it pretty quickly. You all know I could ramble all day when I start talking about plastic. Thank you once again to our friends at Dynamic Discs. All the links in the description to all of these folks. Thank you once again to NSH Custom Discs. Check out my Disc Golf Nerd Defiant. Order one. Help support me and the channel. I think you'll dig it. It's definitely a really fun disc to throw that I am genuinely throwing a ton. I can't wait to throw it again. I'm just like really enjoying that disc. And the Loft Discs Silicon. Shout out once again to Loft. Awesome to work with them out of Denmark. Keep the international flair going here on the channel as I like to do. And our friends locally here at the Disc Golf Depot. Tell them I sent you. If you pop in and say hello, check out the giant selection they have. Thank you so much to all of you for your continued support. I appreciate you all. Hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more content featuring all these different discs. And I will talk to you all very soon. Cheers.